Hey y'all, what's going on? So, yeah, it's official. It's the damn cold. Damn it. My body's aching and shit. But y'all got this thing about when I'm sick or whatever. Even when I had to go to the hospital, it was like, I didn't really want to lay down. Shit, you lay down, you die. You know. So, I'm feeling bad, but we rolling with this shit. Um, Basically, I wanted to come in and just random shit and talk about a few stories that I've been kind of watching and I've seen. And today, one of my sisters here on the YT, Miss TX Sexy Chanel, y'all, she did a video talking about the guy. I'm going to drop the story below so y'all have to go looking for it. Talking about the guy who apparently, uh, he's Somalian, and basically what he did was there's some kind of app or something, and I know it has something to do with BGC or whatever. And apparently, this young 15-year-old guy had told him he could come over, and apparently, this guy had wrote on a form before, some shit like that. I don't know all the details, because it's just what it is in the story. But it's always behind the scenes shit and this and that and other. And Chanel was saying, all of y'all talking about y'all gagged because it happened and blah blah blah. But you all should have reported him when he put on the form about him wanting to, him sleeping, I guess, with young guys or whatever, because he's a pedophile. He should have been reported. You know. So basically, he gets with this guy and he knows that he has HIV. Um, he's 30 years old. And afterwards, the man mentioned his involvement to a friend who had also been intimately involved with the same guy and contracted the AIDS causing virus, HIV. So the teenager told his mother took him, and he also had HIV. This motherfucker just going around giving motherfuckers AIDS on top of him being a sick bitch and being a pedophile. And, they arrested him today or whatever, but he has ruined their lives, you know. And I felt what Chanel was saying. Y'all talking about these new things that y'all do, and she kind of brought up the ballroom scene and this and that and other, and she was saying, I am, I'm not a part of this community, although she is, you know, transgendered, or I forget, which one, but she's a part of the community, but she doesn't want to own up to them for the shit that they doing. She was talking about how, people died to fight for the children to have their rights now. And basically, she's like, you motherfuckers, this is what you do. When y'all first seen it, why didn't y'all report this shit before it went any fucking further? You know. And of course they didn't. And now hindsight is a motherfucker because they sitting around, girl, I gag, girl, so and so. It's too many motherfucking desperate ass queens and shit like that. With that being said, out here, with that being said, the same thing goes on in the heterosexual community. And that brings me to the next damn story that irritated the fuck out of me. So apparently, this guy had slept with this chick, and she was HIV positive. And basically, after she slept with him, she told him, after I'm HIV positive, he went in the kitchen and got a butcher knife and killed her. He said she killed me, so I killed her. And I first seen this on Sweet Addictions TV. And, and she was like, well, damn, and I'm kind of like, damn. In a way, I mean, it ain't right. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, why did she sleep with him knowing that she had HIV? With that being said, nigga, why was you out, like she said, raw dogging? You know what I mean? Why would anybody in this day and age be out fucking raw dogging? Motherfuckers that's married need to try to watch the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real? I mean, and his thing was, she killed me, so I killed her. I'm assuming he just snapped or whatever, and I don't even know what to say about some shit like that. The one thing for sure I want to say is, what was her mindset? Was she intentionally trying to give it to him like this motherfucker heard? Because why would she let him do that? You know, people want to say, why was he raw dogging? With that being said, why would she let him do that if she was not intentionally trying to give it to him? Somebody make me understand that. I'm not saying it's okay for him to have killed her, stabbed her, and this and that and other, but why did this bitch let it go down like that? Like, really? You know? I don't understand this. Y'all, and I'm not even going to say young folks. There's a bunch of old motherfuckers out there laying up thinking they exempt. Think because they motherfucking coochies and dicks is geriatrics that them motherfuckers is exempt. You know, your ass can get it too. Why are people out here having unprotected sex? And with that being said, why so much motherfucking casual sex? Like, I'm so not for the casual sex. It just, well, girl, I'm at the club. Girl, he brought me a couple of Hennessy's. Then I hit him with, give me Cavassier. Oh, girl, I knew I had to give it to, what? For real, loose booty? I'm just saying, all of this, you just, don't motherfucking care. We just saying, whatever. We out here doing every motherfucking thing. Come on now. My question is, do y'all, I mean, I want to know how y'all would react in that situation. Not the first one, but the second one where the guy slept with her and she waited until afterwards. Now, normal people would not get a knife and go in and stab a motherfucker because, you know, when you stab a motherfucker, that is so much more personal. That is so much more anger behind that than, you know, when a motherfucker shoot. You know what I mean? Like, you got to get in on a motherfucker and actually stab a bitch, and you gonna feel that motherfucker's skin turn and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling y'all what's good. Take it how you want to take it. Understand that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay? Take it how you want to take it. You know, I'm saying you got to get up on a motherfucker and do that. You know, so I understand he, you know, some people are saying he just snapped mentally. You know, and that could very well be it. I mean, could you actually say yourself that you wouldn't think about it for 1 minute, even if you left that motherfucker? You, which normal folks know you cannot fucking kill. The motherfucker ain't trying to kill you or whatever, then you don't have no right to kill. You know what I mean? I just want to know how y'all would. What would you do in this scenario? For real. With that being said, let me also ask, because I got to say this to the parents, and let me be the first one to say that, yes, my son was on BGC, but he was on there much older. But he still wasn't grown, you know, and I didn't really know what it was. So let me give a heads up to the parents out there who have gay children. You understand what BGC is? That is a forum where you can get on and meet and date, and every kind of motherfucker looking for whatever they looking for can get it on there. I would say this: parents, check your kids' history on their motherfucking computer and all of that shit. Block that shit out. Know what the fuck your kids is doing. Don't assume that, oh, I raised him this way. He would never get out and do this. As soon as kids get out of your motherfucking sight, every chance they get, they gonna try to rear back and do a little extra shit. So don't think your fucking kids are exempt. With that being said, the heterosexual children in these chat rooms and all this other virtual reality shit, don't think your motherfucking kids is exempt. The motherfuckers out of your eyesight don't give a fuck who you think you are, what you think you put in them. You know. They might get out there and forget all of that shit. Kids act up when parents ain't around. Shit, and I'm including mine. You know, you'll never catch me on this motherfucker talking about, oh, my kids was the most, such a good, and this and that. You'll never get it. I love them. And, you know what I mean, I wouldn't trade them in for anything. But all children at some point have gave you one bit of problem. You understand what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will be like, oh, my kids are so, and they would never, not even doing this. And I know my daughter ain't no, she's still a virgin. Honey, you taking her in there for a motherfucking cold, find out motherfucking pregnant. Shit. I said this before, get more motherfucking ding-a-ling than you. Okay? That's why I have no tolerance when I hear parents say, my kids are this or my kids are the greatest and they do, and they would never do. You don't know what the fuck they doing. They might be the main ones running a motherfucking cartel. You don't know. You hope that your child's not doing that. But you cannot say 100% that your child would or would not do something. You know what I'm saying? Every motherfucking serial killer, murderer, rapist, whatever, they all had mamas at some point, was young, and they never thought they would ever did nothing like that. Okay? I'm just saying. You know, and I think more now than ever, you better keep your motherfucking hands and thumbs on your kids and watch them at all points. Try to have them in positive things. Know what the fuck they doing. Because these motherfucking predators out here waiting on your babies to drop the motherfucking ball and you to turn your motherfucking head and assume it's all right, and bam, they done got your baby. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. That was just, y'all, that was just on my mind, and it just, even now, shit, when Brent meet motherfuckers, I'll be like, shh. You know, because we had a motherfucker here in Kentucky. This son of a bitch got on some shit, Craigslist, met up with this other dude who was a Sullivan student, which is a really good school here, and he was at college. He would have met the dude, apparently they had sex before, and they was into getting choked and shit, and you supposed to have a submissive or whatever the fuck. And the motherfucker went too far. He choked the guy to death. I think he ended up cutting him up or something, had sex with his body afterwards, and this and that and other. They still looking for that man's body. Watch what the fuck you do. Know that you know what I'm saying? You can look at a motherfucker and think you know them. You know, I'm just saying. You don't know nobody but yourself. That's it. You cannot say unequivocally that I know any one person other than yourself. You know you. You know what I mean? You know. I'm just saying, it's just, whew, y'all, all of this sickness and shit, and I just hate to think that people are still out here, you know, having unprotected sex, casual fucking sex. Get to know a motherfucker. If pussy and dick's all you got to give, bitch, go somewhere and sit down. Just saying. It's something to be said about a conversation, about going on a date. You know, I don't get that. I don't get it, y'all. I really don't fucking get it. And it's just so sad. Now, this is two young men who are sick. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Another thing I want to talk about, I was on Facebook and I seen this picture of this young lady in the casket next to her 9-month-old baby. And her mother wanted that picture to be spread and wanted it to be taken. Apparently her daughter was a victim of domestic violence, had a man that was beating her. He killed her and he killed the baby. Let me say this, and I will say this again to parents. Either way, but, you know, a lot of times it happens to the girls, not that it doesn't happen to guys, because it does. Know what the fuck, if your motherfucking daughter come home and she just constantly coming on bruises and shit like that, be on that shit, because more and more lately, you got girls that's being abused by boyfriends, and why the fuck you got a boyfriend in middle school? That's the first thing. Secondly, they being abused and beaten as young as that. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, this motherfucking domestic violence ain't no motherfucking joke either. You know what I mean? Like, a motherfucker hit you, he don't give a fuck about you, and that bitch ain't gonna never motherfucking change. You better know it. And if you let that crying ass whore cry on you, you'll never get rid of that motherfucker, because every time he do something, he gonna cry and play on your motherfucking feelings. Trust it. Oh, I didn't mean it so-and-so, and you, well, maybe he didn't. No, he meant what the fuck he did. He's fucked up. And don't let a motherfucker pump that shit. Oh, well, my mama was beat, my family was broken. Well, bitch, that's personal. That ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with me, and you trying to put your motherfucking hands on me. For real. You know what I'm saying? So watch your girls. If you got a friend that's going through it, if you going through that shit, know that you can get away from that motherfucker. Do everything you need to do. And by all means, if you have fucking children, bitch, if you want to get your motherfucking ass beat, that's you. But don't put your child in that position. I mean, you know, a couple of motherfuckers wrote me and said, you kind of violent, yeah? if need be. If need be. I'm not gonna let a motherfucker do me like that. And I wish a motherfucker would put their hands on my daughter. Or my son, with that being motherfucking said, but Lord, on my motherfucking daughter? Motherfucking man, bitch, you got to be at your motherfucking mind. No, not the ones that God blessed me with. Watch your motherfucking children. Y'all need to. It's cute that we get on here and talk about the hoes, the shows, and this and that. Another. That's fun shit. You know what I'm saying? But we also need to talk about this other shit that's going on in the community. You know what I'm saying? You may know motherfucking better. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to you to teach that next one so they will know what's better. It's a lot of young ladies out here who think that shit's a norm. Whether it be that their motherfucking grandmama was beat by granddaddy, then mama was beat by daddy, and now I'm getting beat by so-and-so, and clearly that must be the norm. Because I mean to go to my motherfucking grave if I let a motherfucker beat me, trust it. Bitch, you better slow walk up on me. I better be motherfucking sleeping. You better be smothering the fuck out of me or just I better be fucking asleep. I understand that there is no other way. I better not see your ass coming. I don't know, y'all. It just seemed like a bunch of bad shit. On top of that, you know, today is the anniversary of 9/11. And that shit should be stinging as much today as it did the day that it happened, because that was one of the most devastating things. Second to that would be Katrina. But Katrina the storm was, you know, an act of God. But what the motherfucking shit that went on, where the other people died, was due to one man. I don't give a fuck what no motherfucker say, Bush. And all the motherfuckers in New Orleans that wouldn't let those people out. But on 9/11, this was a motherfucking act of, you know, terrorists or whatever. These people didn't do anything wrong. They didn't do shit. You know. And we don't need to forget them or forget about their families. You not fucking exempt. I'm not exempt. It could have happened to any of us. Today on the news, the other day, it was a guy here locally. And y'all, this is just all this random shit in the news. He apparently was mad at the building association, went to their meeting and went in there and shot two of the men and killed them, all because they said he couldn't have a driveway. And when the fuck did you do that? Bitch, really? Move. You ruined your family's life, and you messed up these other families and taken, you know, their dads and things away. I don't know. I done told y'all this motherfucking shit's coming to an end, and with that being said, as bad as it's motherfucking getting, it needs to be at the motherfucking end. Shit. If it's gonna keep getting any worse, and if we don't stop and try to do whatever we can do, don't think just because you one person you can't make a change, because I don't give a fuck you can. You know, so. Anywho, y'all, off of that, tell me what y'all think. Today I was sick, and like I said, I'm sick, but I found myself shopping today, and y'all finally got me some pink with a flash, and I can't really smell it. I put it on a thing. I had to spray like 3 times to get the scent of it because I'm so clogged up, but this shit smells good. This shit smells good. I got that. And y'all, I'm gonna show y'all my shame. Show y'all the shame of my bag. My bag shame. Look at that. Yes, that's my bag shame. I got me some Love Spell. A couple other new ones that came out. What is this Love Spell? No, this is Brilliant Love. Y'all love Love Spell. That's really the only one that I had used from them. That was the first one. And I love it, so I got some of that and a couple other things. And that's it. I got a few nail polishes and some shit like that, and it was just really a day out with my mother. And thanks to those who have asked me how my mother's doing, she's getting better. And today was the first day that she had went back to Paula's house to talk to her mother and was trying to see us Paula's son, but he was asleep and he works at night, so she didn't want to bother him. But it's been hard for her to go in there. And I got a picture here of Paula. I want to share it with y'all. Real quick, just side note. Side damn note. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold up. Hold it. I'm getting there. Let's see. Well, Lord. Okay. That's one. That one. And that's another really, really good one of my mother and Paula that I want y'all to see. Well, honey, where is it? I gotta go all the way to the back end. Hold on, y'all. Hold up. And I don't even know who you. There it is. There it is. And I'm waiting to give these to my mother. I told her that I had them, but I just kind of thought, you know, I don't want her to have no setback. But that's my mother in the orange, and the other lady is Paula, and she always had to smile. This is her. This is them, and they sitting in my dining room, and that's y'all. Check out all the Jack Daniel and shit on the table, please. And that's her in the back, and that's my mother. And I forgot that lady's name. But she always was laughing and had a smile on her face. Always. Anywho, my mother was able to go today and go to the house, and I was, you know, really happy for her because, you know, like everything she does, she always thinks, you know, as she said, everywhere I ride, I think about Paula, everything, you know. So she's trying to get over. So I appreciate everybody who asked me. And I know this is long as hell. Just wanted to share the stories and just kind of talk to y'all. I'm going to do the R&B Divas tomorrow, so, hey, boo.
I just wanted to tell you about this video, but you're doing one that it's called, excuse me, viewers, it's called Church Cunts, and you really need to see it because it's
Sure.
epic. You know, you're gonna have to look it up on YouTube. You need to watch it.
So y'all, I'm out of here. I'm off of here. I will do R&B Divas tomorrow. And Tiny and T.I. Lord.
What did happen?
Lord,
they got a show coming back out.
They show's back on. Anywho, y'all, I'm out of here. This was just some random shit. Really wanted to talk to y'all about that and share that was on my mind and my heart. So I will do the R&B Divas tomorrow and a Help a Sister Out. There'll be 2 Help a Sister, Help a Brother out this week. So be looking for that. And y'all pray that this cold, flu, or whatever this is goes away. So I'm out. Much love.